going to be kept in mint condition. What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay. Chris, first off, a very, very happy new year to each and every one of you. Hope it was a good one. Hope it was an extremely safe one considering what's going on at the moment. So today's video is pretty much just a happy new year and also an update on Samurai Spawn and also an update on my cosplay lineup. So I'm looking here at my 2020 cosplans / cosplay lineup video that I posted at the beginning of last year. So technically, if you want to get technical, out of the ones that I announced, I did 1.5. Obviously, I completed Geralt and then I got started on the Mandalorian. And with my concept of what I want to do with the Mandalorian, where it's not the full armor, where it's kind of like, you know, the single parent with the child in the knapsack and the dad shoes and all that, I'm going to count that as a half. So 1.5. Nightwing is still good to go. Chris Robinson of GC5FX is going to be helping me with that one. Edward Scissorhands, that's still a go. There have been things where I've been trying to either go with the wig that I have from Hero Hair or my regular hair because I want to go for this gothic, different kind of look with a nice trench coat, cravat and all that. So that's still happening. There is a couple more that have been added. And again, it's not where I'm going to set these things in stone like I said in my video last year, because things change, things get delayed, and sometimes things just don't happen. Like I said, I changed my mind more than I changed my undies. But yeah, it's a Samurai Spawn update video. There has been a lot that has been done since I updated you guys on it. And I have been updating my followers on Instagram for the most part, but in terms of on YouTube, it's been very sporadic. Like I said, I really wanted to bury myself in it in the best way possible and not have to worry about filming everything and update with everything. But so much has happened, I feel like this is worthy of a damn good update video. So, we're gonna head out to the garage. I'm gonna show you guys some amazing things that have happened. So at the moment, I'm prototyping the mask. I'm beavering away at all the armor pieces. Still tinkering with the idea of how I'm gonna do the undersuit. It's probably gonna be a sub-dye suit with some pieces glued onto it permanently. Other pieces will be attached via snaps, velcros, straps, all that happy stuff. All that happy cosplay stuff. Actually, I got one cool thing to show you guys, hang on. And yes, that is a Samurai Cop frame poster. For anyone who hasn't watched Samurai Cop, do yourselves a fucking favor and watch it, please. So, as you guys know, Samurai Spawn is based off an action figure that I had from 2001 / have from 2001. I've had this thing since then. Mom got it for me when I was a little kid, and the thing is in pieces, like the arms like popped off its socket. And Samurai Spawn, as far as I know, never made an appearance in the comics. Correct me if I'm wrong. Todd Mcfarlane, who has Mcfarlane Toys, did this line of the Spawn characters in samurai form. And the figure is just dusty old and has just been used as inspiration and reference for the cosplay. But my dear friend Billy Mabry, who goes by Bem Cosplay on Instagram, for my birthday last month, tracked down an original mint packaged Samurai Spawn figure and sent it to me for my birthday. How sweet is that? He's such a gem of a man. So a massive thank you to you, my dude. And this just brings back such nostalgia. I mean, that was my big thing was, I don't know if you guys remember, EB Games used to be called Electronics Boutique. This is how far back we're going. I remember going into Electronics Boutique at my local Westfield and seeing all the Mcfarlane toys that they'd have. And I could never afford them because like they're high-end figures for back then. They were so expensive, but that was so cool because I had like Freddy, Jason, stuff like this. You know, this is a gnarly looking figure. It's badass. And that's why I wanted to do a cosplay on it. So this thing is never gonna leave the package. It's gonna be kept in mint condition. So again, a massive thank you, Billy. You're the best. So with that being said, let's head up to the workshop. I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at with Samurai Spawn. Boom! Here we are. Now, as you can see, there is a lot going on in the background here. A lot has been done since I updated you guys. So I think the best way to attack this is take the camera off the tripod and show you guys some nice close-ups of the suit, the helmets, and some other pieces of the armor that I got from household stuff that I'm actually pretty proud of. It's the simplest idea, but it works so well with the suit. Alrighty, so here is the suit in all its glory so far. I know you're probably looking at that guy over there, that gold guy right there, but we'll get to him in a tick. So a lot has been added. So of course we've got the torso piece. We've got the shoulder pads. I pretty much started with the shoulder pads. So this is an offcut from a Batfleck cowl. I'm going to be using this and incorporating this to marry up with the helmet. I'll be dressing it up, doing gold trim, you know, just keeping with the theme of what you guys see here. So we've got the belt buckle, and the fabric is like an upholstery fabric. So I bought quite a bit, you know, 4 odd meters of the stuff for the tunic, or as I've been told, someone called it a cock curtain. I'm like, oh god, okay. So there's that, the tunic, and then we have the tassels here. So I've gone ahead and weathered this piece up. And then I went to get more from my local Spotlight, and they completely sold out. So I had to go to a Spotlight out Whoop Whoop Way, which Aussie term was a long way away, and get another 4 meters for the cape. And there's also going to be a hood. So I'm probably going to go between a hood and a samurai helmet. Now, the gloves, something I'm pretty damn proud of. These are cheap Devil Halloween gloves. Just the actual claws themselves, not the leather glove. They were originally red, like the devil, sprayed them with Plasti Dip because they're latex based, and Plasti Dip is a latex base. And the gloves are cheap gardening gloves from Bunnings. And we've got more EVA foam going on here with some upholstery wrap. So this, you can see the Velcro there, it just wraps around and Velcros all the way down. And there's little castings here of skulls on this glove at the moment. I still need to do the other glove. And what that is, what you see here is a skull buckle from an original Mcfarlane Toys Spawn figure I had. So he was about a 12-inch statue figure I got from a convention years ago, and this was the belt buckle. And I just very carefully got a Stanley knife and sliced the back so I can glue it back on. Took a silicone mold and cast them up, painted them gold. I did grind off these side bones here. I just kind of wanted that look right there. So the bicep armor is something I just thought of on the spot. It is fixed permanently here, and here is a Velcro closure. So this will probably Velcro or fasten somehow, strap onto the undersuit, which is probably going to be a sub-dye suit at this stage. Now, here's the thing that I'm pretty damn proud of. See these side pieces here, these pleats or the tunic. Now this is cast in FlexiCast 45 from Barnes that had gold powder brushed into the mold. So was tinted black just so it really has that nice weathered gold look. And this trimming here I got from Spotlight and just glued it on my hand. Want to know what I used for this? What the base for this was? This washing basket. I kid you not. I took a mold of it and you can actually see remnants of silicone right there. There you go. Took a mold of it. There's the silicone mold, and I cast these panels up, and I just love the texture. I just think it works beautifully, that kind of woven wicker look, like that samurai look, and then this trim here just completes it. So very happy with that. So that piece there is actually the butt flap, which is going to go on the back. And then obviously I've got to do the leg armor, the boots, and all that. But for the time being, most of the top is done. Now the skull buckles and the helmet. Here's the concept, done beautifully by my good friend Henry Creations. Now I still have some more concept art. Here we go, the skull buckles themselves and the belt buckle. So Henry did the belt buckle. He modified some pre-existing skull buckles and then did the helmet. So we've got a few variations here. The one you see here doesn't have plating. I'm just going with this look for now, but then I do eventually want to do this one here with the plating, because this says in Japanese, cosplayers do it best. So that is going to be down the track. I just kind of want to start simple with the non-plated one. So here's the original 3D print. The 3D prints themselves were done by JTS Cosplay, my good friend JTS Cosplay, who did a wonderful job printing them. So it came in 3 pieces, and the horn here was separate. So it was a lot of primer filling, all that jazz. You guys know how it goes. Primer fill sand, primer fill sand. Took a silicon / fiberglass mold. And then what I did, get some gold powder. You brush that bad boy in the mold, and then use supercast resin
and cast out these two tests. Now this one is going to be just display. I just wanted a really, really gold looking one, just something that's just pimping, absolute pimping. So I am going to be painting the horns, the tusks, sorry, like this, so it's organic, coming out of this beautiful gold. But this is going to be the prototype. So what you see here is the prototype. Went ahead, did the tusks, and that was all done by hand. This is just painting it white and then getting brown shoe polish and doing the washes until you reach that happy medium. So obviously this came out of the mold looking like this type of gold. And then what I did to get this effect is got steel wool and just scraped away with some thinners to reveal the eye plates. So I'm gonna have to get some white ink today and airbrush very subtly some white, because as cool as this looks, it's Samurai Spawn. And we do need the white eye plates because it's Spawn. It's his trademark, it's iconic. So this could be a cool variation, but for what I'm going for, I do need some white there. And I probably will get some green ink as well, and airbrush maybe little bits of green. I don't know, just something that would emulate glowing green. You know how Spawn rolls with his glowing green. We got a test swatch here of the cape, and that's what happens when you hit it with a blowtorch. It's quite a synthetic fabric. It like hardens to a plastic. Now there's the original cape clip before I took a mold of it. And here is a test cape clip with an embedded screw thread in it. But the final ones have green eyes. And they just thread in through here, and then the cape will as well. And then there's bolts at the back that you screw on and fasten in place. Now this is a test buckle here that I'm actually going to probably replace, because this is a flexible urethane. So this one is rigid, and I'm just worried when I'm wearing the costume, if you know, crouch down or bend down, one of these bad boys is going to snap right off. Whereas if you have something with a bit of flex, it's just going to be a lifesaver. It's essentially the stunt version, but it'll last longer. So guys, that is pretty much where we're at with Samurai Spawn. Really happy with the process so far. So I've obviously got to go in and weather the bicep armor and, you know, do some more weathering here, because it's actually, see if I can take the exposure down a bit. Yeah, so it still needs more weathering here. I want to weather this gold trim more. Got to figure out just a proper anchoring system for these, and also marry up the look of this to the rest of the armor and also the helmet. Now before I sign off, here is a cheeky look at what I'm going for with the hood and the aesthetic of the mask with the suit. So really stoked about it. So I do want to go from a hood to also a samurai helmet. That's the idea at this stage, Geeks and Geekettes. But overall, so happy. So happy, and it's so much fun. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you guys dug this Samurai Spawn update. I'm absolutely ecstatic with the progress and the process of the whole piece so far. It's been really fun. It's been really fun to just get creative and do your own thing and not exactly follow a set template. If there's something I feel like I want to add or take away, I just fucking do it. So yeah, figuring out the cape system, the hood system, and also the undersuit is probably gonna be next. But for the time being, just taking my time and tinkering away. Guys, wherever you're on the world, have yourselves an absolute cracker of a day. I hope you're well, hope you're happy. Be merry, be silly, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.